Run! Run!
Active shooter situation. I have victims down. Victims down. We're moving eastbound through the square.
Let's go. Come on. All right. Come on. Come on.
Move. Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop it now! Drop the gun! Drop it! Now! Drop it now! Drop the gun. Drop the gun now. Down on your knees. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands!
Please, the police are on their way. Please, the police are on their way.
It's a cult, Allie. It's a sick cult, and everyone's in it. The police, my husband, your babysitter, your wife. No, please, no!
Allie? Hello?
Hello?
Allie, this is Dr. Vincent.
Who told you to call me?
I got a call from Ivy. You hung up on her in a state of agitation. She's concerned about you.
Concerned. Right. Well, I don't know if I can believe her anymore. I don't know who to trust.
Okay. It sounds to me like you're having an episode.
I am not crazy. Something is going on, and I have been targeted. And I think Ivy is involved, too.
These are exactly the kind of unfounded allegations that the lawyers will use to take your son away. The best thing you can do tonight is do nothing. Please please go and get some sleep.
Okay. I'll do that. Good night.
Can you walk? I need you to see.
Fucking bitch!
Hello? What are we doing here? Oh, can I have a cappuccino?
Would you just be quiet, please? Can't hear myself think. We can't just keep driving around. We're dark on Monday, so we should be fine here, at least until we figure out our next move.
No. We need to keep going. We need to get out of the state, maybe even out of this country.
Why don't you clean yourself up and then sit down? Listen to me. I am not going anywhere without my son. You don't want me to take you to the police? You say they're in on it, fine. But you need to tell me what the hell is going on here. You used the word cult. You said my wife was involved.
She is.
Convince me.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Convince you? What's it gonna take, lady? How do you think we've been getting into your house?
What do you mean?
Okay, like the night of the guinea pig. Ivy made sure the alarm at your house was off and that the door was unlocked, and she texted us when you were a few blocks away.
I don't believe you. Why would she do that?
To make you crazy.
Why would my own wife want to make me crazy?
You'd have to ask her that, but she wasn't super thrilled you voted for Jill Stein, I know that much.
Are you kidding me? That's not a reason.
Maybe she just hates you. I don't know, but you were just one project. We had a bunch. You know all those dead birds that you found on your lawn? We did that all over the city. And there was nothing in those trucks. They were water trucks. We killed the birds by poisoning our feeders.
Why?
To make people paranoid. To scare them and to soften them up.
For what?
The takeover.
This is insane. I am not insane. This is insane. My wife is not in a fucking cult. Ivy's not the type. She's not a joiner. She hates all organized religion. She doesn't believe in anything.
It's kind of how it starts. If you already believed in something, there wouldn't be any room for him.
Him? Him who?
This is Beverly Hope coming to you from City Hall, where any moment candidates for City Council will have their final opportunity to address the terrified citizens of Brookfield Heights. With the election days away, frontrunner Kai Anderson continues to soar in the polls
There he is.
with an unprecedented 16-point lead.
Oh my God, I know him.
Not as well as he knows you.
He's the one who got the protesters to leave that day.
It's because he paid them to be there.
What, they're all members of the cult?
No, you can't just join it like it's the AARP. He has to choose you.
What's your favorite housewife? Oh, I think my favorite housewife is probably...
I'd been in love with Harrison since I was 10, but I never knew what love was until I met Kai.
Is there anything you can't do?
It's not finished. I still have to shade this in and add some definition here.
It's beautiful. It's everything I ever wanted.
You're just being nice.
I'm not. You're incredible. You have blown my every expectation. I know I've asked a lot. But a larva bee has to shed its skin to become the queen. It can be painful, but the dark must prevail to bring forth the light. And you burn brighter than anyone.
When Kai looked at me, it was better than a Zanny high. It was better than sex. He made me feel special, like we were the only two people in the world. I'd been afraid for so long. I built up a wall of housewives and drag races to anesthetize myself from all the shit in the world. But I hated feeling helpless. Hated myself for being so weak, trapped by feminist expectations. Every day, faced with the failure that I wasn't a successful boss bitch, that I had no loving husband and 2.5 kids at home to bake a goddamn casserole for, that I was nowhere near having it all. And this rage began to build and fester and burn until Kai finally set me free. He made me feel invincible.
Woo-wee! You almost cut his goddamn head off. You're amazing.
Together, we were unstoppable.
I know I've asked a lot, but a larva bee has to shed its skin to become the queen. It can be painful, but the dark must prevail to bring forth the light. And you, Ivy, burn brighter than anyone. What are you doing?
I'm leaving.
I need you, Meadow. We are so close to getting everything we want.
No, everything you want. You are so full of shit. I loved you. I'm out. Will you open your eyes? I mean, seriously, is Kai the idiot or is it us for believing that any of this shit was gonna work? Can I just ask you a question? When's the last time a seat on the zoning board led to world domination? I mean, think about it. No one outside this podunk town even knows who the hell you are. The whole thing would be hilarious if it wasn't so insane.
Harrison, I think it's time to call the police. Something terrible has happened to your wife. goes missing, and there are posters plastered all over the city. But you, no one's even noticed you're gone. No one gives a shit if you live or die. Leave us. You're worthless. You don't exist. You're nothing.
No regrets? Fuck her.
I'd be dead if you hadn't found me. If the cops in this town won't listen, we will go to the next town. Or to the FBI.
No, you don't understand. There is no one who can help us. No one will listen. You know that. There is only one way to stop him. We have to kill him.
Friends, please, please. The federal government is now run by people who believe, as I do, that a real change has to happen on the local level. Yes. Washington, D.C. is not going to save you when the boogeyman comes. And mark my words, he not only will come, he has come to our little hamlet. The monsters are here. It's time to be scared.
Bullshit.
Excuse me, ma'am, could you stand up for all of us, please? And state your name.
Sally Keffler.
Miss Keffler, you have a problem with something I'm saying.
I think you're a snake oil salesman. And not even a very good one.
So, there haven't been a series of horrible murders over the past month or so, including the brutal slaying of Councilman Chang. Yeah. And I wasn't beaten up by a gang of illegals. Right. And Bob Thompson's satanic murder wasn't broadcast on television.
Yeah. Overall crime is down 14% from last year and almost 30% from 1980. We need to get serious about finding whoever's responsible for the crimes you're talking about, but you're just trying to make these people scared.
You're damn right I am. Scared is what is going to keep them safe. Traditional conservative values.
Conservative? You think you're a conservative?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
My parents were Reaganites. I interviewed Barry Goldwater for my high school paper. I've seen conservatives up close. You're not a conservative. You're a reactionary. You use fear and the fantasy of a time that never was, when people left their doors unlocked. People like Mr. Anderson and Trump are not the garbage. They are the flies that the garbage has drawn. It's time that we stop worrying about the flies and we start hauling away the garbage. I can no longer sit by and let another candidacy of fear win another election, which is why I am officially declaring my candidacy for city council.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. The deadline for submitting signatures and paperwork has passed. The ballots have already been printed, and it's just me and Mr. Leland on them.
I'm aware of that. And that is why tomorrow, as soon as the county clerk's office opens, I am filing a letter of intent to officially declare my write-in candidacy.
I look forward to it.
You can thank me for this one day. A young man's certainty is also his burden. I'm going to relieve you of both.
Winter, I saw him last night. He was voting.
Calm down. Everything's going to be fine.
God, how can you say that? I just told you I saw him at the polling station. He cut off his own arm so he could vote. He was still bleeding.
We didn't do that to him.
I'm shocked the police haven't come for us already. I mean, we're going to jail. God. I don't want to miss seeing Ozzy grow up.
We're not going to jail. You have to meet my brother. He can fix anything. Kai.
Protests across the country. The sheep are afraid. They are bleeding into the wind, a day late and 74 electoral votes short. You must be Ivy. I need to speak with Ivy in private.
Wait. Or where are you? Don't.
It's okay. Sit.
What do you want from me?
The truth. Here. Take my pinky.
I'm not doing that.
What are you afraid of? Are you afraid that the police will find out what you and Winter did to that poor man? The kidnapped victim who had to cut off his own hand? His name was Gary, and he only wanted to exercise his right as a red-blooded American. So I helped him to go vote when he should have been in the hospital. That's where he is now, on a dopamine high from the win. He's gonna be back here with us soon, and do you want Gary to find out who's responsible for what he's lost? These are the rules. Once physical contact has been initiated, you've consented to answer all of my questions. Agreed? I want the brutal truth. Every little drop. What fills your heart with dread?
Our new president.
No. I said the truth. Go deeper.
There's nothing.
Don't think! What fills your dark heart with dread?
The thought of laying in bed next to my wife. I didn't mean that.
When did you first start to hate her?
At the happiest moment of my life. When my son Oz was born. I wanted that pain. I would have celebrated every contraction. I wanted to be the one who carried our son in the womb. But I couldn't because of my endometriosis.
Let me have him, Ivy. My breasts are leaking. I need to feed him.
She never let me forget it.
Maybe you could pump and I could give him the bottle.
He's not gonna want a rubber nipple, sweetheart. Not when he's got the real thing. And don't even think about formula. I'm not putting anything artificial in my baby.
She said, my baby. Like I was a stranger on the side. I couldn't even feed my son.
When was he weaned?
3. She said it was good for his immune system.
She did it to make herself more important. The giver of life.
There's so much more. Her entitled bullshit phobias. The last straw was this election when she voted for Jill Stein.
I see before me an empty carcass, devoid of happiness. She has sucked every bit of it out of your marrow. But there's hope. Would my young, hot sister make you happy?
Only if I could have Oz as well. He's the only reason I'm staying in my marriage, but I'd never get full custody if I were to leave Allie.
Have you thought about murder?
No. No, that's insane.
But you've wished her dead?
I never want Oz to go through that trauma.
Well, then we'll just have to make sure no court ever grants her custody.
Stay here.
Jesus. Allie, you okay? Who's that woman?
Just listen to me, okay? I need you to stay with her while I take care of something. You can bill me for the hour.
I want to help you, Allie, but you have to tell me what's going on.
Talk to her for 10 minutes. She'll tell you everything, and you'll know I'm not crazy. Document it. You are my expert witness.
Remember the work we've done together, the fear. Allison, don't let it win.
Look me in the eyes and tell me this is fear. I'll be back in 2 hours.
Richards, I saw you on television. Can I come in and speak to you for a second, please?
It's really late.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry, but it is urgent. I promise you I am not crazy. I don't really know where else to go. I own the butchery on Main. Maybe you've been in there.
Hi.
Come on in. You guys have the only real espresso in town.
Well, we import the beans from Italy.
So how can I be of service? You guys having trouble with the health board? Zoning? I have to tell you right up front, I cannot be bought. Even for real Italian espresso.
There's a cult in this city. The man running against you is the leader. They are the ones responsible for the murders and the black trucks and all of the crazy, weird things that have been going on. He's like a modern-day Charles Manson. I am telling you the truth. I can prove it. There is a girl who has escaped, and she will tell you everything. Please.
What's your play here?
I am telling you, I am not crazy. I have a witness. She escaped from them. She will tell you everything, I promise.
Well, I'm not surprised. This is the kind of shit that happens whenever the patriarchy is threatened. Manson was a product of the 60s. Women's lib, the pill. Jim Jones, too. It's no coincidence that Koresh went up against Janet Reno. David Koresh came to be because of Janet Reno. Men are told their whole lives who they're supposed to be, so they never figure out who they really are.
I'm sorry, are you saying you believe me?
That kid that I'm running against is no good. And every society that has ever chosen to lead with fear has undone itself. He needs to be stopped, humiliated. If even half of what you're saying is true, and it helps me win this election, then I'm willing to walk with you a while down this road.
Thank you.
You came to the right place. Nothing shocks me. I went to Berkeley.
We need to go talk to Meadow.
And she is?
She is the girl who escaped.
Oh.
I thought we could have a press conference or something. Get out.
Oh my God, it's him.
Stay calm. Please, one of you assholes, make a move. I'm desperate to make an example of someone.
know what the problem is with you overeducated elites? You overestimate your ability to control the world.
Killing me is not going to stop the march of progress.
Maybe. But it's still gonna feel so fucking good.
This is a spasm in democracy. You're nothing but a passing fever.
And you're the last of the intellectuals. Knowing stuff has no value anymore. Not when the answers in my back pocket are sitting on my desk. The youth hasn't figured out. The future will be filled with beautiful idiots who just want to feel. Facebook. You are old.
Can I please kill her?
No, Gary, too sloppy. We have to send a message with Sally that the world she knows is dead. Dear followers and friends, tonight, after many long nights of careful thinking, I have come to realize something. That the truths we have always held to be self-evident, all men are created equal. Knowledge is power. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. They are all bullshit. The future will be guided by self-interest, self-promotion, and narcissism. And that is a future I cannot stand. And so, this is my suicide note.
No! No! No, please.
Already getting some likes.
No one's gonna believe any of that.
Of course they will. It's on Facebook.
No! No, God! Oh, no! No!
Ivy?
Let's go!
Jesus, where the hell have you been? What happened?
I was right. I was right about everything. She's dead. She's fucking dead. And Ivy was with them.
Who, Allison? Who did they kill? Who are they?
The cult. Didn't you talk to Meadow? Where is she? Where is she?
Allie, she left.
What?
Allie, I did what you asked. I talked to her. Allie is convinced you have information about people who she believes have been terrorizing her. That maybe you're a victim of theirs as well. Please, if you're in danger, I can help you.
I'm not in danger.
She didn't say much, and she definitely did not mention anything about a cult.
She didn't mention anything about a cult. Why did you let her leave? I told you that I needed her here. You promised me.
She's a grown woman, Allison. She's not my prisoner. She wanted to leave. I had to let her go.
I'm more concerned about you right now.
I know whatever you think you saw is very real to you. There's been a lot of violence on the news on top of all of the stress that you're under. I highly recommend you check yourself into an inpatient program before you do something that you cannot take back.
You don't believe me.
Please, Allie. This will give you time to clear your head. And it'll look a lot better if you take this step voluntarily.
Fuck you.
What an amazing turnout! Thank you for taking the time to be here with your fellow patriots. Give yourselves a hand! Thank you. For those of you who don't know, my opponent, Sally Keffler, tragically and unexpectedly committed suicide last night. And while no one can truly understand the despair she felt, and with my deepest sympathies for her family, I pledge to you that I will never desert you like she did.
Give me a close-up.
It takes courage to stand up for the truth. This world is a scary place, and there may be more dangers out there than I could foresee. But that's why we need the strength of our convictions. Fundamental truths we all know in our hearts. That we were better off before political correctness took over our public discourse. How about we stand up for the right of the majority? America for Americans.
Excuse me.
Are the wolves. This election isn't the end. It's just the beginning. But it's gonna take more than just talk. It's action and sacrifice. I pledge to you. I am smart. We are strong. We
This is the face of true love.
Go. Move. Drop the gun! Drop it! Drop the gun!
You don't exist. You're nothing. In the eyes of the unenlightened world. But to me, you're everything. You're the only one who sees me, who's not afraid to see the truth. You were right about all of it. We have to accelerate our thinking, get the entire country to pay attention, elevate me to the national stage. And only you can do that.
Me?
You. to be assassinated.
I can't kill you.
He'll try and fail. I'll be shot, hospitalized, and then recover, stronger than ever. We're a Christian country. Everybody loves a resurrection. Before you do that, I need you to bear witness, which is why I'm sending you to Allie.
You want me to lie to her?
No. I want you to tell the truth about all of it. Because when it comes out of her mouth, that's when the truth can hide in plain sight. Nobody will believe what a crazy woman says. You're the only one I can trust to do this.
I'm afraid.
Tell me, my love.
I'll crack under pressure.
No.
I won't be able to lie to the police.
No, you won't have to. It'll be our eternal secret. Our everlasting love.